Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow, right here from Jacksonville, Florida. Somebody said at a conference this morning at which I spoke, and Governor DeSantis spoke ahead of me, and I don't think it was him. It was somebody from the audience who said, let's make America like Florida. How about that? Anyway, he gave a good talk, and we all had a lot of fun. Now, last evening, we talked at some length about the V-shaped recovery. It's been a theme of mine going all the way back to my time at the White House a year ago. Today we got a jobs update, and it may not have been spectacular. Actually, the problem with these jobs updates is it's the economists' forecasts that are wrong. But anyway, it was a very solid number objectively, 559,000 jobs. The unemployment rate went down from 6.2 to 5.8%. That's very important. And also, the U6 underemployment rate fell from 10.4 to 10.2%. That is very important, too. Now, listen to this. Over the past 3 months, jobs have averaged 541,000. That is a solid number. Now, here's something I'm not reading in the reports today, although I've been on the road, I know, but I think it's really important. Underneath the hood of this jobs report, average hourly earnings, in other words, wages, they increased in May by 0.5 percentage point. And over the past 3 months, wages have increased by 4.5% at an annual rate. This is the income proxy. Meanwhile, average hours worked jumped 0.8% in May, and over the past 3 months increased 8.6% annually. So actually, the big boost in income is coming more from the work side than it is from the stimulus side, although, frankly, both are very solid. They're very big numbers. By the way, a 13% gain, that's the average worker's wage income. Hours worked times earnings. That's up 13.1% at an annual rate over the past 3 months. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but these are very solid numbers. Now, inflation has temporarily jumped. But in fact, throwing in a 6% inflation rate, you still get a gigantic 7% increase in real wages. That is spending power. That is very, very important and a sign of the strong economy. My hunch, the demand for workers is still running way ahead of worker supply. Part of that's going to change, as now over half the states have cut off the overly generous federal unemployment plus-up. So that's good. More states are going to do the same, and more workers are going to gradually become available. And incidentally, as the labor market tightens and the unemployment rate comes down and more folks go back to work, wages are going to keep rising and will attract people into the job market. This is a good thing. This is called progress. Now, I suggest to people, do not underestimate the V-shaped recovery. You can compare expectations of jobs versus actual jobs, and if you want to make a partisan case, you can make a partisan case, but I don't want to make a partisan case right now. The case I want to make is the economy is booming, it is open, the vaccines have worked, and America is well on its way back. Look elsewhere. Construction is booming. Home building is booming. Business spending on new plants and equipment is all booming. Retailing is booming. Second quarter GDP still going to come in around 10% at an annual rate, according to the Atlanta Fed. And basically, pro-growth policies from the Trump administration have successfully generated the lowest unemployment in 50 years when we slashed taxes, minimized regulations, generated energy independence, and tough trade deals, okay? Those policies are still paying off. It is still a V-shaped recovery. So, to be real simple here, since it's not broken, why fix it? Now, another encouraging sign. It looks to me like President Biden's grandiose tax and spend and green entitlement, central planning, government control, sort of like Bulgaria before the wall came down, all that socialist agenda looks to be in some trouble here. Only one 51-vote reconciliation bill will be possible in the Senate, as we learned this week, and apparently President Biden has withdrawn his corporate tax hike yesterday in negotiations, and the going from 21 to 28 is no longer going to happen, according to him. Now, he's got a new proposal for a 15% minimum tax, not a brand new proposal, a 15% minimum tax. It'll never fly. And I'm going to say now, neither will the capital gains tax doubling. The Republicans are going to the mattresses to stop the assault on success, on business, on investment, and on the blue-collar middle class. They are going to the mattresses. The public is not behind Biden. And all this, in my judgment, is really good. This story may have really changed favorably in the political zone just in the last week or so. It's got to be bullish. It's got to be bullish. Stocks are up, I guess, a couple of hundred points today. We'll get the final close in a few minutes. Anyway, it is becoming more and more possible that my worst concerns about Bidenomics may not or ever be realized. That may be a pipe dream, but I'm telling you, we are moving into that zone. The guy's program looks like he's in trouble.